I'm back. What's up, guys? It is Flashwing. Last that we spoke, obviously the surroundings are much different here. I have moved in with my girlfriend here in Phoenix, and so lots of new, interesting adventures with all of that. But there have been a number of other things that have been happening that have also been preoccupying my time. I want to talk about fitness very quickly because there's been a lot of really important changes that have been happening over the past 30 days, and it's stuff that you're going to start seeing permeated in terms of philosophy and potentially, other updates as time goes on. This is the foundation for a lot of things that are going to be happening this year. So something that happened about a month ago now, there's a normal Monday through Friday routine at Flex Fitness. They do strength routines and they do cardio routines. And on Saturdays, that's kind of the day that Ryan and Jessica kind of take to carve out for themselves, where they sort of do their own little thing. I came in about a month ago and got greeted with this new workout plan that they were doing, where they wanted to do Spartan training. And Spartan is one of the myriad of obstacle course races that you can run through the mud and swing on obstacles and all sorts of crazy stuff. Spoiler alert, I am not registering for the Spartan race. So one of the things that was part of this Spartan training, in addition to all the other craziness, was running. I didn't get fat by running, so that was kind of a, pause moment for me when I saw that we were running as part of the requirements for that particular day's workout. Now, I have enjoyed running in the past, and by running, I mean jogging. I used to do it in college. I ran a mile once. So, but I haven't ran since college, and I've been, 250, 260, 280, 290, 300 pounds, and that's really not what you do when you're that big. So I'm looking at this workout, and it was half-mile intervals for 2 miles. So it was run a half mile, do 50 squats, run a half mile, do 50 push-ups, run a half mile, do 50 V-ups. And it was awful. But what happened after that was this realization that I didn't think I could run at all. Like, the notion of running at this stage of my fitness level never even occurred to me. It was something I did not think that I could do. And I did it. It was very hard, and I was exhausted afterwards, but I did it. I want to take a second and back up a little bit, because I saw something today that really gave me sort of the perfect way to present the events that have taken place since then. Some of you may know Boogie2988. Boogie is he's a real person on YouTube. I like watching Boogie, not necessarily for the gaming or for a lot of the stuff that goes on. I really like him as a person, and I think he's a real person. And to me, it's much easier to feel connected to him because of the fact that he's real. And he's been going through his own weight loss journey for some time now. And he put up a post about some weight loss updates. And what he said was something that was told to him, essentially, that before you can fix your body, you have to fix your head. You have to fix your brain. You have to fix your mind. Something clicked for me upstairs. And I mean, I've been going to the gym pretty regularly for at least 18 months, since May of 2015. And I've seen some results and I've made some changes, but something happened to me after I left that Saturday, having ran, and the realization that I did something that I didn't think I could do. Certainly not right now. That started spurring thoughts about, well, maybe I've been selling myself short. Maybe I really have been sandbagging with my progress. And someone had planted the notion in my head of really sort of raising the bar for a challenge, because we've done, like the challenge where I had to wear a unicorn onesie for an entire week, really put something on the line. So I went to Ryan and I said, this is what we're going to do. I am 252 pounds today, and this is like the beginning of January. I'm 252 pounds today. By April 1st, if I am not 225 pounds, regardless of my body fat percentage, I'm not going to do both. If I'm not 225 pounds by the time that it is April, you can charge me double for my gym membership until that happens. I'm not going to embarrass myself by saying how much I pay for my gym membership. We'll just say that being charged double, it's going to hurt a lot. So I actually have some money on the line, and the longer it takes me to get there, the more money I'm going to have on the line. Now, I'm going to be upfront. Ryan doesn't want my money. Like, he's straight up, he's like, I don't want your money. He's like, I'd rather have your success and your success story than have anything that you could pay me. So now that I've issued the challenge, I had to figure out a way to make it happen. And the only way to make that happen, of course, the two major components. One, obviously, I have to get my food under control. And two, I have to do extra credit, meaning I have to do extra cardio in addition to my regular workouts of being there 6 days a week. Well, it just so happens that I just discovered that I could run again. So I started doing a running regimen. The first night was just just like I did on Saturday. It was walk a half mile, run a half mile, or walk a quarter mile, run a quarter mile, just to get that in. But I started picking up the pace pretty fast. For me, it was the breathing was the key. I could push through all the muscle pain, but if I couldn't get my breathing down, it just wasn't happening. This was like Sunday night was the first night that I started this. By Wednesday evening of that same week, so I ran Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday. By Wednesday of that week, I ran a full mile without stopping. It was a 14-minute mile, but it was a full mile without stopping. Huge accomplishment. I hadn't done that in probably 12 years. So, and in this time, of course, I'm dropping a little bit of weight. And the following week, then the new benchmark was set. So in my head, the mile was the benchmark. I had to do at least a mile straight. Otherwise, I felt like I was a complete failure. So that Sunday was a mile. By Monday night or Tuesday night of that next week, so we're on week 2, I ran a mile and I felt good. The breathing was on point. I was able to push through, the muscle pain, the calf pain, that kind of thing. But my breathing was really on point. I felt really good. And so I thought, well, I'll do 2 miles. So I'm coming up to the end of 2 miles. Breathing's still good. My body was hurting, but, you just don't stop. And that's what I thought to myself. You know what? You know what sounds better than 2 miles? 3 miles. 3 miles sounds a lot better than 2 miles. And so I did 3 fucking miles without stopping. So for those of you out there who are like 10-minute mile or under, may not be a big deal to you, but being 250 pounds and about 30% body fat and running 3 miles without stopping, which later on someone informed me that 3.2 miles is a 5K, which blew my mind. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't even think of that. But that was crazy to realize that I just ran a 5K. So I ran 3 miles without stopping. Awesome accomplishment. And it was like a switch had flipped in my head. I was describing it to people as like walking through a door. That the doorway was open. It was right in front of me. And all I had to do was walk through it. Now, in addition to the running, I got serious about my food preparation, and I've done meal planning before, but I got a good combination of food that I want to eat, which is obviously a huge key, because if you're eating stuff that you don't want to eat, it means you're less likely to actually follow through with it, and you'll eat something else that you're not supposed to have. So for 3 solid weeks, I was running nearly every day. I think I was averaging about 4 or 5 days a week that I was running at least 1 mile, if not typically 2 or 3 miles. My meals were on point, and I went from 252 all the way down to 240. Had some problems at the end of 240, and come to find out, I had to actually start adding carbs back into my diet in order to start bringing me back down. So right now, I'm still in the process of dialing it in. But the point is that I've made a major change upstairs. And now since then, something that you guys are going to see soon, we're doing a 6-week regimen. At 6 weeks, at the end of the 6-week program, I am going to do a 180-pound squat 50 times in a row. Never done that before. This past week, so just a couple days ago, I squatted 135 pounds 50 times, which I have video of that as well.
Todd. Come on, Todd. Come on, this is the part nobody wants to do. 8, 5, 4, last one. And lock it in. Nice. Nice job.
And as you can see, it was incredibly hard. That's probably one of the hardest things I've done at the gym to date. But it's been a monumental change for me. And it's been a huge change upstairs. It's been a huge change in my own body. Unfortunately, because of all the training, it's been like training and sleeping, training and sleeping, training and sleeping. And so that's just made getting everything else done really difficult. So it's like nothing has changed, but everything has changed. And what the component that where everything has changed is I just did something that I didn't think I could do. Like legitimately didn't think I could do. If you'd have told me a month and a half ago that I would have been capable of running 3 miles without stopping, I would not have believed you. With that in mind, I've started looking at all of the things that I'm doing, thinking to myself, I said that I couldn't do these things. I legitimately thought that these are the things that I can't do. What if I'm wrong about them too? What if I'm wrong about them? What if I really can do this stuff? And I'm either just afraid of failure or just legitimately underestimating myself, which both could be, they could both be true. All these things that I look at, I'm like, there's no way I could do that. Maybe not right now, maybe not today. Well, maybe today is the day. So that's kind of an update. It's what's going on. Some exciting things that are coming up. February 11th and 12th, I am going to Arroyo Seco Raceway in Deming, New Mexico. They're doing a couple of track days, open track days in February. But I'm going to be attending their advanced riding school out there for 2 days. So I'm looking to make some huge gains on the racetrack. I'll be taking video of that. So I'll be bringing all of that action to you guys. That's all I got for right now, guys. I know this is kind of a long vlog. There's been a lot going on. But I do appreciate your interest, and let me know what you guys have been up to. Be sure to post in the comments below. Tell me if you had some interesting stories over the past month. What are you guys working on this year? What accomplishments have you guys had so far? Yeah, it'd be really great to hear from you guys and get caught up. Until then, we'll see you out there.